This is a very common problem. If you do lead gen, let me ask you, usually I would say less than 20% of the leads are actionable, meaning in a way they respond to you, and then maybe 5 to 10% of them will turn into an appointment. But that may not the case for a lot of brands out there, because let me put it this way, there are so many lead gen campaigns that are actually not advertising ready. What do you mean by not advertising ready? You see, let me put it this way. If you run lead gen, my first question usually I will ask my client, how many times you will actually contact your lead and how quickly you will actually start talking to them. You get what I mean? It's really important because a lot of those lead gen so-called advertisers, yeah, especially if you're running it on a solo prono kind of plan or setting, you don't have a lot of time to do the follow-up. But you know, this is the key. A lot of these people need a lot of follow-up. So you need to actually build a follow-up. You know, a follow-up SOP usually will take 5 to 7, some even like more than 10 touch points. It's really important because these people are just giving away their contact to you. It's your responsibility to convert them. And in order to convert them, you need to do a lot more things. So a few things that are really effective. First, the SOP of follow-up is really one of the most important things. So usually you will definitely have to follow up at least to contact them within, in fact, according to Meta, 4 hours. If you can't do 4 hours, at least not more than 24 hours. But here's the thing, a lot of those lead gen companies, they probably will just, follow up after they accumulate the leads for a week. You say, I don't have a lot. Why should I just keep on jumping on it? But you need to. Otherwise, people forget. You really forget. So that's the thing, right? So first, the follow-up SOP. How often you need to follow up, and the whole sequence, you need to put it into what do we call um, a CRM, a customer relation management. So the second thing that I use, that's one case study, right? My client, they are actually selling something that is, it's like a course. They want to teach people how to start a business online, which is, it's a legit business. Of course, it's not something shady. But because they are new in the online scene, because they have been running this business for a long time, yes, it's what they do. But then again, they are nobody. They don't have a lot of reputation, so-called link back built up like videos and whatnot on the, over the internet. People don't believe in them. So another thing that we built for them was, instead of trying to figure out how to, of course, the automation and everything, the SOP is in place. We built an optimized YouTube channel to warm them up. So when I say you optimize YouTube channel, it's not something that you just create a YouTube channel and throw everything in. No, we need to strategically create content for the YouTube channel that is intended to be shown to your leads, because we will build this into your lead gen funnel as well. So what we do is we build an optimized YouTube channel. We identify that they need to create, and then we build it in a way we don't need to have a lot of followers on the YouTube channel, but making sure that it's optimized, meaning when they come in, you show them the right information that they need to know, that is synchronized and connected to their intention, and that really can boost the confidence. As in, like, at least people come in and see, they watch your video. When a person watch your video, they felt like they have talked to you, and that will change their perception towards you, and that builds the trust factor as well. So yeah, we spent some time. Of course, it took us about like a month or two to really build it, because it takes time. They are not ready for the YouTube part. But I'm not saying that you need to do YouTube, but trust me, video is the most powerful way to build trust. Seriously. Now, some alternative here is we can do podcasts, but that takes a different kind of, like a commitment, because if you start a podcast channel, you need to keep doing it. But for YouTube, you can be just built for, like for your leads. It's possible. You don't need to have a lot of update, but at least the foundation has to be there. So yeah, once we have a YouTube channel, we plug it into the lead gen whole funnel, meaning that we would actually immediately, at certain point, once they submit a lead, we will start feeding them information about the YouTube channel before we invite them to go for the call. So that's really something that changed the game as well, because first, we will not just tell them that, look, this is my YouTube channel, look at it. No, we plan a series of emails to send them this thing. Even, okay, in the follow-up sequence, the client does WhatsApp, we build that in WhatsApp as well. We make sure that the YouTube videos and the channel that we build, are being delivered to the lead before we ask them or invite them to book a call with us. That totally changed the thing. My client actually see at least 50% more book calls, and finally they see some conversion. Otherwise, before that, they were struggling because they couldn't prove themselves as the authority, or the what do we call, like, the authority in the industry, or in the field that they are talking about. So that totally changed everything. But of course, we have a lot of other things that can help you boost the lead quality. But I would say a lot of times the work can be done in the most easy way by creating videos that speaks directly to the audience intent. But of course, building a YouTube channel, even it's just for the lead conversion itself, takes a little bit of work, because you don't want to just simply keep. And when we build a YouTube channel, we also want to build in the lead gen email, a so-called funnel in the YouTube channel as well. Meaning we want to make sure that the videos that we build are search friendly, and and that can create. In fact, now my client is already seeing some lead coming in from the YouTube side, because people start like coming to the YouTube channel because they were being ranked when people are searching for certain things. So that helps bring in organic people, and they are already seeing some bookings and even sales that they generate from the YouTube channel, and that is already kind of like causing them to want to invest more resources and time on the YouTube. So here's the thing: advertising is not the only channel you get sales and leads. You need to start looking at other ways. And to be frank, YouTube is one thing, and making sure that your content are being picked up by the AI, ChatGPT, and everything, that's another story that we need to talk about. But eventually, building a channel gives you a different authority to your lead, and that can really boost your lead conversion. So if you need help, you've been running lead gen campaign and you can't seem to really find a very good way to improve your conversion, I would say there are many things. But like I say, this is really something that is unique to the business. Every business is different. I won't be able to have a framework that you can use to plug into anything, because if you talk about YouTube, that's another framework that we need to build on. So basically, I would definitely have to understand your situation to give you more personalized recommendations. So if you need help, scan this QR code, then you can book a 30-minute Zoom call with me and pay for it. So what we can do is we can dive in. I'll ask you questions. We can look into your campaign metrics. We can look at, like even certain questions I would ask you in terms of trying to understand the response that you get from the audience, or if there's any information that we can kind of use to leverage and build something different for your framework. So yeah, if you need help, scan this QR code, and I look forward to work with you.